And we are back with more Dark Souls 3, the Fire Fades edition. Last time we left off, we had... So, I had to look up basically some information after the fact to confirm this. Because I had suspicions, but we have wandered into the second DLC, the Ringed City. So that's why basically that Tin Man we mentioned the Ringed City, because we are no longer in the Painted World of Ariandel DLC. We have, by beating Sister Friede, or whatever her name is, Sister Friede, we have basically beaten, heavy air quotes, the Painted World DLC. So, hooray to that. Asterix. So, in looking that up, because I'm like, what's included in the Painted World DLC? Like, is this weird new place the heap part of that? And they're like, no, it's not part of that. It's the Ringed World DLC, or the Ringed City DLC. And I don't want to say I was spoiled per se, because it was, again, I was confirming basically the contents of the Painted World DLC, because I was like, we only got one boss soul from there. And so it turns out there is another boss in that DLC. So we're going to go ahead and try and tackle that boss today. I did accidentally see another thing of, not really a boss per se, but in trying to find out, like, where the other boss is, it's kind of obvious in hindsight. That's kind of like, I should have seen it. But okay, let's go back to the Ariandel Chapel. I'm pretty confident we spent all our souls at the end of the last recording. Boy, that was a long recording for me. Like, not super long, but it was still, in the end, like a 4-hour recording. So, then minus the hour and a half that got kept in, so like, that's how long I was beating my head against, basically, the sister fight. So glad we actually beat that. It was a bit touch and go at points there. But yes, so for this other fight, because the reason basically I was a bit confused and I ended up seeing some of the additional information is that there are like, here are the bosses in the Painted World DLC, and they're like, Viking Man and Wolf. And I was like, well, I fought a Viking Man. There was a guy basically with his like hammer hitting the ground and causing the earthquakes, which we got his weapon behind him, and like, we fought a giant wolf. But I guess not that giant wolf, because that's why I ended up looking up basically additional information there, because I'm like, are you talking about that? Because if so, done and done. But it sounds like what we need to do is we need to cut the bridge, which is why I say kind of like derp, because I totally thought the bridge was going to collapse initially, and it didn't. Asterix, I don't know exactly, like, do I just cut it? Okay. Do I do that again? I did that correctly, right? In hindsight, I mean, I assume it connects over to that ladder from before. Was I supposed to be on the oh, descend. Okay, I see it now, okay. I'll admit, I was about to throw a prism stone overboard to see basically if that wasn't the path. But yeah, so that explains basically that suspicious path that we saw over there. Which, in hindsight... Okay, I do see, like, something in the snow down there, so... Should wrap around. Oop, here we go. Here's a thing. Rhyme moss clump. I hear enemies. Not too shocking. Oh yeah, and the other thing I found out, basically, is that, so in the arena that we dropped down earlier before, there is an enemy that pops up over there as well, if we have an ember. Which we did not last time we went over there, but supposedly if you beat him, you get like a pyromancy spell, so I'm kind of curious. This should be okay. Okay, kind of worked out. I don't like that I hear an enemy from above me, but it should be okay. Uh-oh. Okay, so we have a Viking trying to shoot us. Good to know. Okay. Oh, nice. Come on, expose your back. There we go. take a sip. Bit surprised that the lizard died from fall damage. I thought they were immune to it, given the number of times that they've done stuff like that. But, okay, getting report ready. I have a feeling someone's gonna try and drop in on me. Aha, okay. There's gotta be a better way to get down there. Go for the backstab. Oh, yeah, I guess that works. He is. Good. Alright. Looks like we're just gonna have to kind of endure this for a bit here. Okay. I am so glad I'm not as fast as I thought I would be. Drop down. There we go. That's just making sure that no unpleasant surprises here. Okay. We mind controlled him at least. Okay, so that did go off. Try to take advantage of him being mind controlled. Whoopsie. Large shot, nice shard. Okay. Wonder which way we go. I wonder if there is a bonfire or a shortcut or something here on about. Ouch. Ah, there's a bonfire. Good. Exactly what I was looking for. Oh, the lizard. Oh, nice. Okay, light bonfire. It's gonna respawn the one archer we did take down, but that's fine. I think it's worth the 3 flasks coming back. Now... Oh, it's a crab! Okay. Oh, 2 crabs, okay. I kind of wonder if they stay dead or not. I'm going to act under the assumption that they don't. I was really hoping for them being vulnerable. Okay. Oh, crystal chip. Not bad. Alright, we have 2 assumptions. Either they were guarding a treasure, or they're guarding the way to the vault. Either way, it's good to know. So let's go ahead and confirm. But we did see, yeah, like this body over here from above. Okay, nothing that way. Oh. much health do you have? Oh, not much. More tree. Whoop. Okay. 2 more bone. I'm disturbed that that was fire coming after us, and that tree down there does not have fire. Okay, we're gonna take a quick peek up here. I really thought there'd be a ladder or something going up to that little passageway that we saw from, like, the other side of the bridge, and pretending we saw on the other side as well, like our starting side. No, I think maybe the hammer here is the better one. Good. Tree ladies. How many? Okay. $1 million question. Is this the way to the boss, or is this secret? More buff than the normal ones. Interesting. Ooh, Snap Freeze. I think that's our first, like, official ice spell that we've gotten. Now, what are you? Okay. So it's a sorcery, creates a cloud of near-freezing mist. One of the spells left behind by the young sorcerer Sullivan before leaving the Painted World. Huh. I didn't realize that Pontiff Sullivan came from the Painted World. Creates a cloud of near-freezing mist. Sullivan was born and raised inside the painting. He had little use for his frigid homeland, since he had not yet experienced loss. And I mean, I do notice that we can use it. Downside being that we don't... I mean, we do have our old candlestick if we really want to use a sorcerer catalyst again. It is highly tempting, since, like, we've gotten some pretty good, like, ping damage on, causing frostbite with our hammer before on enemies. But okay, so no boss this way. Aha! But there's that ladder I was wondering about. Wait. Why is that ladder here now when that wasn't there before? I wonder if the tree lady yelling caused it to spawn? Because it looks pretty established down below, so it doesn't look like it, like, dropped down. I also do have to debate about, basically, do we go back to Firelink Shrine and try to use our souls before potentially fighting a boss? Or... because, like, 12,000... I don't know, it's not nothing, but it's also not enough to level up or anything. It's that classic problem in these games of, like, do you hold or do you cash it? And me saying that, it's kind of like, I know what the answer is. The answer is almost always, don't hold, cash it out when you can. I guess we are down to 4 flasks, but we can always go back down to the fire down below. Well, I wonder if there's no treasure on this path. I wonder if this is a path to get, like, back up? Oh, no, here we go. Treasure. Okay, cool. Up Titanite slab? Wait a minute. Yeah, I forgot that. I saw this was the highest upgrade. Nice. So that means when we get enough scales, we can basically try and upgrade the scythe that we got from Sister Friede. But okay, nice. I didn't think we'd get another one. I'm a bit shocked that none of the bosses really embody rot. Like, I really thought there'd be like a fly boss or something, but... at least when I was trying to look up the content, so for this, I was gonna say expansion pack, this DLC, like, I didn't see anything outside of the one boss that we missed and the sister fight, so... a bit shocking, given, again, that a lot of... so far, all the Dark Souls and, like, even the Bloodborne DLC, it tends to be... roughly, give or take one, 3 bosses... Oh, okay. I say 3 bosses, give or take 1, 2. This literally has 2 bosses. It's like, okay. I see... Rats, why? Get the stamina back. For our troubles, but I guess that's okay. The boss must be the other way, so I'm a bit concerned about proceeding with 14,000 souls. So let's go back. Alright, that's the depths of the painting. Let's go back to Firelink Shrine. And if only there was a pyromancy sorcery catalyst, that'd be the best. Actually, I guess in hindsight, with a Titanite slab, we could reinforce our flame to the max level too, but I don't think that'd be as effective if, like, not just doing that with weapons too. Let's not think about it. All our teachers are alive. We haven't really progressed the main game, so I'd be shocked if they got, like, KO'd by something. What I do want to do, though, I still want to buy, basically, the sister's clothing. Again, in honor of her boss fight. Okay, the Ordained Hood. Yeah, maybe I'll cash out to get the Ordained Dress. It's like so close. Actually, do we have any, like, multiple objects by, like, a ton? It's only 70 souls though per. It's like, not a lot. It's much better if we just cracked open a soul. Okay.
Ashen one.
Okay, let's try to get the 1500. Yeah, don't be over here. Okay, how much does a single large soul of a deserted corpse give us? Excellent. Alright, let's get the Ordained Dress. A shame she doesn't have her gloves, but, oh well. Yeah, okay. Not seeing her gloves. And I guess I don't think she actually had any gloves in the actual fight itself, so... Alright. Yeah, I guess we'll keep the hammer out. Actually, no, we'll go back to the sword. Alright, back to the depths of the painting. And then, yeah, once basically we clear up this boss... Oh yeah, I did also want to see the other... I wanted to talk to the Crow Man as well, because I forgot there was the other NPC in this place of that friendly crow dude that we kind of stabbed by accident, and thankfully he did not hold a grudge. I also do wonder about upgrading the Black Bow of Ferris. We should also do that at some point. I think it's been sitting at +6 for a while. But I don't think our flame is at +9 yet, so... Okay, not shot at. Okay. I don't see, like, a proper boss arena anywhere. Assuming that this isn't the boss arena, but I don't know if a fog door would appear in a drop-down like that. And these are... Oh. Okay, when I thought it was going to be a wolf and whatnot, I thought it was going to be a big wolf. It's just a dude. And this normal-sized wolves. We're concerned about your wolves and you right now, sir. And interesting, it's like a special boss symbol. Alright. Like, again, like, I didn't expect this to be a dude. Okay, there we go. Sounds like it. There we go. Okay. I think it's time to use terrain a bit here. That's what we did with the other large wolf, where it jumped to its death on its own. Ouch. Okay, though, we hit the wolf once with our hammer. That was some pretty good damage. I honestly expected it to be like a large buff Viking warrior, and like by default, his large wolf. At least the large wolf showed up. I really thought for a brief moment there that it was just going to be like, dude and 3 normal-sized wolves, and I'm like, okay. I mean, it is not too shocking in that there is that one boss fight in the Dark Souls 2 DLC that was just 3 dudes. Like, not human players, but human-ish players. Now the question is, do we get the souls for the regular wolves? Barely anything. Dang it. Okay, stamina back. Okay. Stamina back. Okay, stamina back. Yeah, that's probably summoning the wolf yet. Try and get it down to 2 of them. Like the wolf. Okay, good. Okay. Ouch. Alright, find proper. Memories to fighting that wolf from before. But okay, so he does summon the wolf. So if we kind of like try to go ham on the guy at that point, then we can have more flasks for the wolf itself. I have nowhere near the fear that this is going to be a Sister Friede situation. Okay, now that I say that out loud, I have some fear that I'm going to beat them both and they're going to like resurrect each other, and like a second giant wolf will spawn, and then a third phase where they all fuse into one giant wolfman hybrid. Then fear will escalate. Then I'll have some big concerns about how we're going to do this. Come on, wolf. Where's the other wolf? There he is. Dang it. Okay, good. We should heal, because I think this guy has a few combos. Now the question is, can I get behind him and do a crit hit? Okay, stamina back. Couldn't look at the wolf, I knew it was over. I wonder... Yeah, I'm just like, do I go back to the Uchigatana when the two wolves are down? Or do I maybe go to the Uchigatana... Yeah, I have a few ideas, and now think about it, I should be using them. I'm already getting the lessons of the sister fight, which I should be using the weapon skill on the hammer. But let's first... Actually, let's go ahead and basically take down the wolves. Actually, yeah, we'll take them down with the hammer. Come on, wolves. Okay, one wolf down. Woof! Ouch, ouch! Okay. Get them. Drink. Okay. Damn, a bit more difficult to land. At least it didn't parry me into a crit hit. But okay, I think... Okay. Drink. Both hands on the weapon. Boom, okay. Okay, stand back. Okay, stamina back. Ah, dang it. I didn't realize it was a mana potion. Also, he didn't, do the thing. I was really waiting for him to do the summoning thing. Also, in hindsight, what we should do is we should try to bring fighting him into the closer area beneath the arena. Fighting him out in the open like that basically leaves us a bit at the whim, so when the wolf does hop in, we're kind of way too exposed. That's I totally forgot that I didn't bring combustion. Though honestly, the Blackfire Orb will probably be better for fighting the wolf, so we should probably save that for then. Alright, come on, wolfies. Tiny, tiny wolves. Dang it! I swear. I hate it when it fails to auto-lock on sometimes when you're running, and it's just like, what's that? You wanna expose your back to the enemies? We can do that. It's like, I don't want that, please. Okay, good. Okay. Still trying to get stamina back. We're trying to lure him in here. Ouch. Okay. Alright, cool. This is a little arena in here. Boss, he's like one hit away. Katana. I'm not targeting. Target lock. What you doing? Okay, that's my expect it to actually clip through that. Not great. Dang it. Yeah. Okay. I was trying to go for the Ember. Okay, not too bad. I mean, we know he berserks now. Part of me is just like, sword? I mean, potentially more fireball, now that we basically have his pattern down a bit more. But I wonder still. It's so hard to go back and forth between basically a healing flask and mana flask. But alright, I mean, we have the regular dude. Really, the wolf is causing a lot of our issues, so let's take care of the small fry. Alright, didn't expect those to jump so early. Stamina back. Alright, not too bad. Oh, target. Okay. Flask. Uh-oh. Didn't expect him to follow up so quickly. Okay, we're trying to lure him back over to here. In fact, let's go a step further. Let's try to focus around the grave. Dang it. Stamina. Okay. Dang it. Alright, I got a step-wasting flask because it's gonna... Sophia from Soul Calibur me doing that. a soul. Whew, okay. Okay, now what's so important? Okay, so we can't read the grave. Yeah, we can pop the grave, but it doesn't really do much. Alright, let's see basically what those two things are. So ashes, obviously, more merchant stuff. Burn at Firelink Shrine to unlock undead matches. The charred but warm bones of a champion burn at the Firelink Shrine bonfire to participate in undead matches. Long ago, an undead declared a fight to celebrate their undeath and to preserve what remains of their souls. So it was that the undead matches were born. The merit of an undead is measured in death. Could there be a greater gift for such a creature than a fight that has no end? No. I'd prefer if it was just more stuff with the merchant. Okay, Valor Heart. Weapon once wielded by the champion of the undead match. A special paired set consisting of a broadsword and a lion shield. The champion fought on without rest until he lost his mind. In the end, only his page and a lone wolf stayed at his side. Skill, Lion Stance. While in stance, use normal attack to thrust forward with the shield up, and strong attack to execute a shield bash with a lion's roar. Ah, pretty cool. Only 5.5 weight, not too bad. Again, some of his moves, very much thinking like, you know, Sophia from Soul Calibur. Just like that and... Man, I can't remember who her little sister was, I think, like, Cassandra? But okay, let's go ahead, use the bonfire. And... Actually, wait, no. It's like, I was about to say, like, and with that, we are done with the Painted World DLC, but not actually quite yet. Okay, let's go to the Corvian settlement. We have a friendly birdman to talk to, and since we have an Ember, let's try to fight the thing that I saw about being like, if you beat this guy, then you can get a pyromancy spell. Then we'll be done. And then we can go back to the Ring City and Tin Man, and we've yet to find a single bonfire there. Yeah, we're doing pretty good on time for today. Not too bad, so like I thought. Hello, Birdman. Birdman? Where's my friend? Where's friendly Birdman at? I don't think that was him outside, right? You're not my Birdman, are you? No? Okay. Friendly Birdman? Maybe with what we've done, he's free? I thought he would be like, you know... Oh wait, maybe that's him outside. Oh, it is. Nice.
Oh, my, thank you. I can hear the crackling from here. The sound of my home. The painting of Ariandel. Burning away.
Oh, Titanite Slap. Nice. Thank you.
When the world rots, we set it afire for the sake of the next world. It's the one thing we do right, unlike those fools on the outside.
Look at that happy Birdman face.
When the world rots, it's the one thing.
Okay. So repeat dialogue. But he's happy. A happy quest giver is all an adventurer wants. Now we got very good payment. That is also basically what an adventurer wants. Good payment. And that was 2 extra Titanite slabs. That was pretty nice. Okay. Ah yes, that was the other thing I was going to do. So okay, back to Ariandel Chapel. The shame we have yet to get a single bonfire in the Ring City, since that means that we do need to go through all the falling again. So at least we kind of have a better idea where to go. We've knocked some stuff down. We should be able to run past most threats. Hopefully. Or die trying. Wait a minute. I have 6,000 souls. What am I doing? I should go back to the Firelink Shrine and level up. That's just... I did not put it together until just now. I'm like, oh yeah. While we didn't get a boss soul, we beat a boss. Therefore, payout. Therefore, levels. Yeah, and we do need levels. We need levels quite desperately. Okay.
Welcome home, speak.
Level
Very
up.
well, then take nap.
Let's see here. Okay. Endurance. Yeah, we can't get basically vitality. But I mean that basically, okay, more stamina, and then this will eventually be equipped load. Nice.
Farewell, Maid of...
Okay, let's try to get more ordained armor. Okay, purchase. Okay, we have enough to get basically both the other ones. Boom. Boom.
Ashen one.
Alright. Okay, let's go from ninja mode to nun mode. Where's my ordained? Here we go. Ordained hood. Although in hindsight, it's actually heavier. Yeah, the weight-wise, it's actually heavier. I didn't expect that to be the case, given, I wouldn't think nun clothing would be that heavy. But I guess she was like a battle nun, so, you know. Okay, ordained trousers. Did she really wear trousers? Hidden beneath her light blue dress are the trousers of a swordsman. An offer of protection implies the eventual wielding of a blade and spilling of blood, as Friede learned during the establishment of the Sable Church, which I do notice brings us to 70.5, but we can try swapping out for some gloves that bring us to like 60.9. Ideally, gloves that also match. Okay, Master Gloves, 69.1. I feel like we can do better. Okay, maybe we can't do better. It's really the Master Gloves. Oh, no, okay. Wow, okay. Alright, I guess Master Gloves then. I'm curious about this though now, okay. After renouncing everything, Friede discovered a people that she wished to protect and assumed the precise form they yearned for. Yeah, okay. Wasn't that the same as this one? Oopsie. Yeah, okay. So this had trousers that had a special thing. Yeah. So our face looks more frumpy and old than hers.
Ah, tis good, wasn't he?
Okay, let's go ahead and reinforce weapon. Just kind of curious what we can spend some souls on. I think we got a single Titanite scale, right? We can upgrade Friede's great staff, scythe. I was gonna say staff, but no, scythe.
Pretty big, I don't.
Okay, and I don't think we can actually equip this yet, though, since, how much over? Ooh, 85.3. Ooh. Oh yeah, actually, I was gonna swap out... Actually, so yeah, I'm kinda curious. I doubt this will do anything. Ah, 72.7. So close. Kind of. Close if you squint. And everything else we have is pretty lightweight, all things considered. So I'll put the claws back on for now. The big thing is I'd like to get some practice in, but the DLC probably isn't the best place to get practice in with our weapons. So okay, let's go ahead and... Wait, actually, maybe buy some... Oh yeah, I'm just like, I'm barefoot, because I keep hearing barefoot running, but I forgot she was barefoot too, because that's how we heard, like, her walking around. Our pants have no shoes. But let's quickly see if we can't buy some arrows. Boom! There we go.
Ashen one.
Drain those souls. Oh yeah, and then... Let's go ahead and burn those, ashes that we got. Burn Champion's Bones. Will they tell me what this is? Undead matches can only be played online. Okay, I kind of figured, but, you know, just in case. Alright, now we go back to the chapel. Okay, hopefully, basically... I think they said it was a red phantom that we get the pyromancy spell from. And they only spawn with an ember, which... I do wonder how many things like that we've missed throughout the entire game by not having an ember on, but... You know. Having an ember on is a rarity if you're... I don't want to say being bold. It's like, obviously, we take risks, we die, rinse, repeat. Okay. Now, we got to get through all the fly people. Boy, it's been such a while. Okay. Which, if I recall correctly, we get down there by going this way. Okay. Can you please buzz off? Thankfully, one hit, one kill. Now we just gotta hug the walls and get to the outside area. Just gonna try and make a run for it. There we go. Okay, I don't think they would leave the chapel, because it's probably too cold for them. They are bugs after all. Okay. Da-da-da-da. And now we all fall down. Okay, no fall damage. Good. Then fall here. I know we take fall damage near the end. Boy, I hate heights. Okay, let's try to go here. Oh, took some fall damage there. Every time it, like, slips me a tiny bit, I just tense up. Ugh. Okay. Go this way. And then we'll drink when we fall the final fall. I think we have enough health to survive that. Okay. Now, if I understood what I read correctly, there should be, like, Red Phantom invading. Here we go. Livid Pyromancer. I'm a Pyromancer, too. Okay. Hey, I used to do that to people all the time, too, mister. Oh, is he wielding a katana, too? Great minds think alike. Okay, I probably didn't need to do that, but whatever. Oh, hey, it's that thing that those, the weird goat dudes did. Yeah. Again, great minds thinking alike. Stamina. There we are. Mad Dark Spirit. Livid Pyromancer Denell's died. Floating Chaos. I'll take it. A win is a win. Ring out. Alright. Let's see. What was it called again? Living Chaos? Floating Chaos. Pyromancer Denell was fascinated by the ceremonial art employed by the clerics of the Smoldering Lake. Summons a fire-spitting chaos orb. Chaos burns away in the blink of an eye, but was a primordial life born in the bed of chaos, and a grievous symbol of Isil's sin. Interesting. Okay, it's usable. I'm trying to think if we would want to use it or not, though, because it's like... I mean, I guess it's essentially a turret. And turrets are always nice. We have black magic right now, though. Black magic is cool. Okay, let's... Okay, coiled sword fragment. Let's go back to the bonfire last rested at. Which should be the chapel. I hope. We teleported to the chapel. We didn't really rest at it. Loading, loading, loading. Okay, we're still doing good on time. Excellent, that was the chapel. Alright, we got full flask again. I guess we can give the floating chaos a try. No, not travel. Attune. Alright, black fire orb. I'm gonna swap you out for floating chaos. Yeah, it's kind of like a fighting game. I wonder, like, you know, kind of deploy it and then get enemies back to it and just have to kind of, like, shoot into their back. Though it might dispel too quickly for that, though. I'm also debating, should I carry my hammer? Should I carry my Uchigatana? I guess we can stick to the hammer for right now. I'm slightly tempted about basically Uchigatana in that we know there's two of those knights that we encounter along the way here. But I think we could probably run past them, fingers crossed. There is the angel in the way, but, you know, if we run fast enough, it shouldn't be an issue. Alright, old lady, you still being an old lady?
I've nothing for you, not a...
Yep, no business.
Keep your marbles intact, love. At least...
Okay. Also, I totally didn't realize, initially until I was putting together the last video, but, this dude here, he's the dude that gave us the Painted World DLC to begin with, and is, like, in the loading screen for the game. I do wonder what his deal is, because the girl called him Uncle something. It sounded like either they had a deal, or he had promised or something, of like, you know, don't worry, someone will come along and burn down the Painted World for you. Okay, don't mind me, everybody. I'm just gonna fall. Okay. Just gotta keep running. Let's not get distracted. Fall. Okay. So far, so good. Okay, the knights are still here, sadly. Yep, you guys do you. Tin Man, you still here? Nope, okay, so Tin Man's moved on. I'm noticing that the angels are gone, so I guess if we killed the summoner angel, then that's all that really matters. Okay, and then we're going to drop down, even though not a great idea. Okay, boom. Take the plunge, you won't die. Okay, I'm gonna trust you. Alright, new territory. Although I did see a red sign in a building up there that we passed very quickly. Can I activate this, like, weird sigil? I feel like we maybe missed something up there. But, hey, a bonfire. That's exactly what I wanted to see. A bit surprising there doesn't seem to be a way to get up there easily, but I do have a bit of an idea. Okay, light up the bonfire. Oh, hey, Tin Man! What up?
Oh, I know who you are. Great to see you still in one piece. God, I can see why they call this the Dreg Heap at the world's end. Mangled remnants from every age and every land. It actually sort of lends credence to the old rumors that the ringed city rests below it all. Don't mind me. You needn't worry yourself with this nonsense. I just wanted to tell someone. I'm sick of old Humpty. I should stay quiet. Wait, I'll make it up to you. By letting you in on a secret of sorts. Past here, you'll find the remains of a giant earthen tower, half submerged in a poisonous swamp. Not a very nice place to visit. Only there's precious treasure in the thick of the swamp. I didn't have any use for it, you see. So, sorry, I left the whole package behind. If I get the chance, I could go fetch it for you. But if that's too long to wait, go nab it for yourself. I know who you are. A righteous warrior. Yes? with a solemn duty to boot. Well, grab that treasure. That's as good a duty as any.
This guy has to be like an alternate world Patches, right? But I can't tell if the joke is that he's also going to betray me very obviously, or if, like, this is, like, the one good Patches in the multiverse, where he's like, there's treasure over that way, I want you to have it, and he's being sincere.
Past here?
Okay,
Not a
still
very
same
nice
thing.
place. If I get I know who you are. Well, grab...
Alright. Okay, well, now that we got basically a bonfire, what I want to do, and again, this might seem crazy. Okay, up the drag heap. We're gonna go back to... It is a shame that the very opening here doesn't have, like, a easy way to get back to the loot, but I want to see if there's a way in that building where we saw the stuff. Because I think I know a way to probably get there, okay? Maybe. Because I think we need to fight that big glorp dude that we kind of, like, ran from. Might be a bit difficult, but I didn't realize this would be such a long drop. So, right, from one load screen to the next. Oh, now think about it, with the big guy, we could probably try out the floating chaos spell. Because a guy that big, like, every shot should land, and he doesn't have a shield, so... We just cast it, it floats, and we can focus on dodging. And that's the hope. I assume... Same thing?
Enough.
Yeah.
Keep your medley.
Okay. Jump. I do wonder what happens if I choose I have business with you. Because, like, sometimes at the NPCs, they only show the option if, like, you actually have a legit reason to have the option. Otherwise, it would just have the other one. But I generally can't think of any business I have with her, though. I don't know her. Like, we've never met before. Okay, interesting. There's that same, sigil drawn on the ash that I fell onto. I do wonder what that sound's supposed to be. Okay. Now that we know that the angels don't show up around here. Oh! Yeah, we can actually get this now. Ring of Steel Protection +3. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Okay, it looks like on that little area there's another drop down, so maybe that's how we get to the other side. Now the key is... Oh, okay. Might as well smash this guy. I don't think we can sneakily get past these guys. We can try. Okay, take the plunge. I mean, not much of a plunge, but, you know, whatever. Ah. Didn't think I was gonna get hit by that. Alright, we're gonna drink to be on the safe side here. Whoa, okay. A lot of slime, like, not slime, a lot of... Uh-oh. Two hands, please. Ah, no, I did have two hands, okay. There's a bonfire at the bottom. Okay, there's an item. But okay, Witch Katana, Floating Chaos. Tactical Chunk. Really? Oh. Alright, I don't think this is as good as this hammer. Well, there goes my ember. Okay, floating chaos. Not that good. Slightly sad, but not too sad because we also spent a lot to get the magic, not the magic, the black fireball. So it's like better to. Oh, you know, this actually makes sense. Never mind, no all. I retract my all. Okay, tune spell. Boom. No floating chaos. Oh yeah, we haven't actually read the Great Soul Dregs. Fires Great Soul Dregs, which, yeah, 40 can't do. A sorcerer that fires great dark soul dregs that have stewed for ages far within the deep. This sorcerer is the highest form of deep soul. Some of the mermen who rise from the depths are possessed by soul dregs, which have a grave likeness to the human form. Okay. Boom, black fireball. Alright. Back we go. I do wonder if we're going to get enough Titanite scales to actually upgrade the scythe to a usable degree before the end of the game. It's going to be really sad when it's like, and the game's over, all the DLC beaten, no reason to use Sister Friede's scythe. It's like, unless you want to play the game over again, but we have games to get to, places to go. This is a climb to Elden Ring after all. Our ultimate goal still lies yet above, with Sekiro standing in the way of us. I've been told not to do Sekiro, being like, it's not really a Soulsborne game. But at least from like a marketing standpoint, I feel like it kind of had that reputation of like the hard game for the hard gamers, which, I mean, was a big reason I avoided these games for as long as I have, but, I mean, they're pretty enjoyable. Not always as hard as I initially thought it was going to be, but, I mean, I also wouldn't say easy either in some regards. Like, it's... I'm trying to think what what I would compare this to. I mean, it's not Nintendo hard, so it's not Quarter Muncher NES era hard. I wouldn't say it's like mid-2000s indie hard, where people are making hard stuff for the sake of hard stuff, like, you know, I want to be the guy and what have you. And here comes the Mega Spell. Boom. Alright, let's get all the small fry away from the puddle first. Maybe... I'm trying to think. Where would I place these games in difficulty? Maybe that, like, Xenosaga.hack PS2 era hard, where it's like... they would make you work for it, but it wasn't, like, always, you know, too insane. Up, boom. Alright. Ouch. They're gonna cap off because this guy hits really hard. Woo. Same statement again. Okay, thankfully he hit me away from him. Come on. Just take the fall. Okay, good. Okay, we don't really take any, like, debuff from this. Okay. More regular dudes. Now, I want to get over there. But the question is how? Oh yeah, I guess since we fell, there's not like... Again, not an obvious way back up. But there was no obvious way in from that direction either. Unless there was a secret we didn't think about. We're gonna bop a few things here, just in case. Okay. Nope. Nope. For a brief moment there was, okay, I think there's a hammer hitting both these things at the same time. Now take the plunge, you won't die. But what if I want to go over there? I'm trying to see if I can see the path in there from this direction. Okay, that's a window. We see an enemy down there. Okay, I guess we'll drop here. Okay, and then basically bonfires right over there. I am kind of curious. I mean, it looks like I can get over this way. Is there any secret way back up from here? I am not seeing it if there is one. You know, I'm probably just imagining stuff, maybe, but this structure I'm on, given the windmill blades and the look of it, and the mention basically now think about it of like a great tower that's sunk into a swamp, definitely has that one giant windmill from Dark Souls 2 vibes that like was weird because you went to the very top of it and it like went into volcano land and you're like, how? But I mean, a lot of Dark Souls 2 is a bit dreamlike, and all these games are. I mean, even Honor Orlando in the original kind of being like, just right over there was kind of weird. Okay, we're going to make one more loop. I briefly paused because I was looking at my 14,000 souls. I'm like, It should be okay. We're gonna make one more loop. Okay. All right. Back to Sister Friede. I was hesitant. I'm like, we could go back and upgrade our stuff a bit more. That would be a good use of souls. But 14,000, we're kind of at the point in the game where that's not technically a lot. We kind of hit this point in all the Soulsborne games where it's like, late game comes about, we start getting amounts of souls that feel like tons of souls, but we're still in early game context where we're like, 10,000 souls, holy crap, so many souls, but it's like you need 40 to level up. It's like, okay, not a ton then, actually. I mean, a fourth of the way is still nothing to sneeze at, but I mean, if you keep cashing that out, you'll never level up then, so. Alright. One more go. This time we're going to investigate the other path a bit more because, like, we are missing something. Unless there is a thing that shoots us back upwards. Okay, old lady was still there, good. I was briefly confused because I didn't see her. But yeah, like, unless there's a path that shoots us back up later, which might be the case, then that means that we're missing something on the alternate path. Run through these guys again. We're going to hear a weird roar explosion, which I think is them firing off their weird dark spirits. Now that I did not notice. Okay, binoculars. I don't think we can fall into that. Probably. But that's highly suspicious, though, right there. Like, smack dab in the middle, where it's a little, like, alcove beneath that part where we fought the giant dude. Again, trying to use basically our higher vantage. Like, I kind of doubt that we get back up because it's such a long drop. But I wonder now if the secret is to try and, like, fall over there, maybe? It doesn't feel like that's the case, but it might be worth investigating. Alright, you're gonna have to deal with these two. And we're gonna have to resort back to good old-fashioned mind control. Right off the bat, baby. Fight each other for my amusement. Good, good. That night chunk, I'll gladly take that. Okay. Now we need to see if we can't unravel these mysteries. I doubt there's anything here. Now we do know that basically, I think there's a couple of the sorcerer dudes that shoot giant super blobs at us. Come on, aren't you gonna do the mega one? No? Okay. Alright, waiting for us to drop down. I was like, I know there is somewhere. Oh, no, not binoculars. Ah! Did I actually find out how to get to where I wanted to go by pure hitting the wrong button? I'll accept serendipity. Okay, that wall is super suspicious because it's smoking. Our rapport is not going to last forever on this guy. Okay, is the pathway clear? Okay. Night chunk. Ooh, projected heal. We don't really use miracles, but I do always love reading spell descriptions. Okay, projected heal. Toss a light that heals those near impact point. A miracle discovered in the last days of Lothric. Toss a light that heals those near the point of impact. Even those who had forgotten the caress and bounty of the Princess of Sunlight did their best to recall her image. The stories spun about her were mostly, certainly childish, yet gravely sincere. Okay, let's chop off our mana flask. Okay, we need to get over there. Part of me is like, maybe the secret is jumping, but I think it's more going over this way than like wrapping around. Oh, hello. Oh! Okay. Whew. Fight, fight, fight! Okay, we know it's gonna be back. And by that point, we'll probably have worn off. And there it is. There we go. Get you out of your misery. Or at least begin the process of doing so. So much health. Okay, large soul of a weary warrior. I should probably drink another mana flask. Dang it. There we go. And another Titanite chunk. Okay, nothing. I thought we also hit the smoking door above, so that should be okay. Okay. Don't mind me, good sir. Lothric War Banner. Okay, so that little thing they were using. Take the plunge, you won't die. Okay. Still can't believe I found this path by pure quinkydink, but again, serendipity works out in all our favors. Okay. War Banner. That's what we're looking for. Probably a polearm? There it is. Lothric War Banner. The flagpole that once carried the Lothric crest and guided the knights long ago. The tip of the pole is fitted with a sharply pointed decoration, letting it serve as a spear. Skill, Lothric War Banner. Wave the flagpole high in the air, like the days of yore, summoning an ethereal war banner that invigorates the attack of those who gather under it. Not bad. Definitely probably more for multiplayer, though. Okay. We should be good to take the plunge. I think that's all the things here, and besides, we're already falling in one direction. But it is a good reminder, though, that when we see a secret that we, like, fall past it, like, how do we get there? There's a lot of don't die from fall damage areas here. Why are you standing now?
Oh, there you are. Perfect timing. You remember that treasure? In the thick of the poison swamp?
Yeah?
Well, I fetched it for you. As promised.
Aww.
Oh, it was only a hop and a skip. I needed a rest from old Nan over there. Here, go ahead. It's yours. Maybe it'll help you with that solemn duty of yours.
Oh, Titanite Slap! Thank you!
This really is a dreck heap at the world's end. Mangled remnants from every age and every land. It actually sort of lends credence to the old rumors that the ringed city rests below it all.
It really has to be Bizarro Patches, of like, Patches if he was an upstanding, awesome guy.
This really is
Okay, 38,000. Let's kill these things over here and see if we don't have enough for a level up. I don't think we do, but like, we're definitely in cracking open souls distance to leveling up. Okay, we're gonna run in and whack. Okay. Let out the poison. Okay. Boom. Okay, black fire bombs. Thought it might be something different, but I still can't believe he actually fetched it for me. Or at the very least, like, having fetched it where I thought he might, but I thought more if I progressed forward he would. I didn't think by me kind of like goofing out back there looking for stuff that I missed, like he would be like, oh, just take care of this. But okay, let's go back to Firelink and spend these souls. Boom. And I hope Tin Man doesn't die. And I'm kind of curious if Patches has special dialogue that, like, implicates Tin Man as Bizarro Patches. Because the voice actor, like, it sounds like Patches. It has to be. Okay, it doesn't have to be. I feel it to be likely. Okay, how far are we
Welcome
from
home,
level up?
Master
I assume
Speaker.
about 1,000.
Very
Maybe
well.
3,000.
Then take no.
Okay. 2,000-ish. Technically more like 1,500, it looks like, probably, but okay.
Farewell, may the.
Alright, let's go ahead and crack open some souls. Da-ba-da-ba-da. Okay, large soul. I use 2 of you. Okay, yep, 2,000. Cool.
Welcome home, Speaker.
Okay,
Very
level
well.
up.
Then take no.
Alright. Boom, vitality.
Farewell, may the flame.
Alright. Now, if I recall correctly, this still wouldn't be enough for us to be able to use the scythe yet. No, but we're getting close, so 2 more points in that stat we just leveled up, like, whose name I can't already remember, but like, then we can use the staff, and, or not, the scythe, and all should be good. I don't think we have enough to really do much else. Okay, back to the drag heaps. Yep, Earthen Peak Ruins. Hey, it is! Because the name of that place in Dark Souls 2 is Earthen Peak. So, we're in Drangleic now? That raises some questions. We're about at time for today, but let's peek our head a bit more in. But, okay. I'll admit, I was a bit disappointed that, previously, that the giant lord had more of a human face rather than the whole faces that the giants had in Dark Souls 2, but this is straight up Dark Souls 2, the Earthen Peak. Like, I thought it looked like it, but I was like, I'm, a giant windmill tower. It's probably a giant windmill tower, but it's called Earthen Peak Ruins. So, cool!
This really is a mangle. It actually...
Okay. I wonder exactly, like, I'm glad that basically the implication is that also the pygmy from Dark Souls 1 was kind of based out of this ring city, so I'm very, very curious about what we're about to be getting all into here. I really wonder how I get that up there. Oh, alright, angels. I assume we're probably supposed to run to that shed. Okay. Oh, cool, it's firing on the enemies too. I didn't realize that we had we got in viewing distance. Be a bit of a waste to use a flask yet. But okay, let's... I want to check out this building. I see you, little guy. Oh, 2 little guys, alright. Dang it. Alright, I guess that works. Okay, what have we got? Ooh. I couldn't really read that, but it sounded like it said Desert Pyromancy Garb? There it is. Oh, hey, I remember this! Garb of the desert pyromancers who once walked the halls of the earthen peak. It is said that the thin burgundy cloth breathes with magic. Breathes with magic? Oops. I mean, Desert pyromancers, most of them female, were known for their great fans of flame and enchanting looks. But what is enchanting can also be deadly, especially when clothed in such alluring garb. Okay. Yet again, I am quite both amused and fascinated. This is the Earthen Peak from Dark Souls 2. I want to try and get over here to see if, like, I doubt we can get into the building, but there we go, another treasure. And another Titanite chunk. Okay. It's also interesting that those angels are basically just like projections being projected forward. Still wonder how to get up there. Looks like it has to be. Here we go. Okay, Twinkling Titanite. Okay, run to the shed. Okay, they resumed a praying position. Okay, they're gonna turn all the way to the left. No? That's good enough. Alright, no it's not, but whatever. Dang it. There I go. And yeah, they're basically the swampland of the Earthen Peak. Ooh, okay. Item. More stuff I want to get. It looks like this is probably the path forward. Especially since it drops down. Oh, can you bugger off? Come on. Oh, is this maybe a different one? I thought maybe the one that was there before maybe like kind of like chased out of position to get to me, but maybe not. Okay, two Titanite chunks. Ouch. Okay, nothing inside the house. Ooh, we'll keep going this way. Oh, okay. Let's go to Uchikatana because we're fighting in some like very tight areas here. Giant door shield. Ouch, 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 ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. You know, in hindsight, it'd probably be better for me to push forward and kill whatever's projecting this angel rather than fighting through all this. That would probably be the better plan. Okay, but son of a... I can make use of you. Alright, if you're not gonna move, you're of no use to me. What the? I wonder... will they fire on the little blue dudes? Well, it's firing on somebody. Okay, purple moss clump. I'd like to get that stuff, but we should really disable whatever's projecting the angels first. We're back in a monitoring position for right now. Okay, that's gonna be a bit rough. No. Get back over here. There we go. There you go. Come on out here. Let the angel see you. Angel. What? What is this team up? Ouch, 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 ouch. Okay, hammer time. Both hands on hammer. Boom. So, ouch. Okay. Okay, was that causing curse status effect on me? Oh, dang it. Okay, what's been done is done. Why is there a dead one of these guys back here? This guy didn't even have an item, though it's obviously like a corpse that usually has items. Basically, the last thing I want to do for today is basically just find the source of the angel, take it down, and then we can come back to this area safely. Okay, let's go ahead and use a purple moss clump. Alright. yep. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Yep, okay, so it's trying to basically do a curse on me. Come on, make it back up. Back up. There we go. Binoculars. Either that's a rock or wow. Yeah, there's the rock. Okay, this is not the source of the angel. And this just kind of sucks, but whatever. Oh, you don't. Okay. 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 We good. We good. Kind of. We're kind of good. Alright, you could, sir, join my team. Thank you. I could really use a friend right about now. Especially given that's one of the old pyromancers. Okay. They're dead. Oh, no. Do I dare use an ember? Okay, if I do use an ember, hold on. Okay, first, heal. Alright, I'm taking a bit of a gamble here. This is probably a very dumb decision on my part, but whatever. Ember restored. Because I get the feeling that the source of the angels we're trying to banish is probably up here. This feels like very hidden. Aha! Called it. Hey, 2 twinkling titanites. And no more angels. Okay, so in the future, we can now explore this area much more peacefully. Honestly, had I seen it from down below, that would have made things a lot easier. Of course, now I have the ability to use my pyromancy to restore a flash charge, but too late. Like, part of me is like, well, technically, right now, I could search around, given there's no threats, and we could restore a flash charge, but we're already... Okay, I'm gonna take that one. I was like, we're already at time for today. I really shouldn't, but... This looks to be reachable only from potentially up here. Okay, dynamite chunk, not bad. Alright. Let's go back to the shrine bonfire. Oh, and there's another item over there from another drop. All the secrets. Gotta catch them all. Or collect them all, I should say. You don't really catch items. Well, Some you do. I mean, the twinkling lizards, you kind of like catch them by killing them before they run away. But okay. Alright. Oh yes, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna do something and I had forgotten. What I'm going to do is we are going to see about upgrading the flame to +9.
Ah, the iron.
Okay. Reinforce. Yep. Titanite chunk. Boom, boom. Do we use one of our 3 slabs? I mean, we've used 2. And it's not like we're not using pyromancy. And as long as we have 1 left over, there's still 1 for the scythe, so we're good on that front. And that's basically all the weapons we're kind of currently using, heavy air quotes. But I want to hold off. Actually. Actually, hold on. It does improve the scaling, interestingly enough. Okay. But, yeah, I don't think it's important enough, like, I don't know. We're not using it for anything else, but I'm like, it's also not important enough really to use quite just yet, I think? Maybe? It's a tough choice, I'll grant it that much. Oh, bother. I should just give in. Yep. Alright, there we go. One of our 3 slabs used. Okay.
Do not be God. What is it?
I mean, if for nothing else, like, you know, rapport means we're always going to have a secondary fire spell on us, so. And Black Fire Orb's not the worst. Like, it got some damage, good damage on the wolf. Like, it's a ranged option. I do admit, I do wonder if combustion's not better, but, you know, story for another time, as it were.
That is good, wasn't it?
Okay, reinforce. I think we already reinforced the sides with the 1 scale that we had, right? Yeah, we did. Okay, cool. Was there anything else we wanted to reinforce? Oh yeah, there we go. The Black Bow of Ferris, because we still bust out the arrows now and then. Okay. If only I could get these back from, the scales back from the Dark Moon Longbow, but alas, alas. Could invest in it. No, we shouldn't. Like, focus, stay on target. We had something that was taking sparkling titanite not too long ago, I recall as well. I was kind of curious about the Earthseeker. Oh wait, that takes scales? Oh, dang. There was something that I had my eye on before that took twinkling. But I'm not seeing it anymore. I mean, obviously we have our old-fashioned Pontiff Greatsword, but we've kind of gone past the need for that. Oh, actually, you know what? It probably was the Onyx Blade. And now that basically we've gotten past that, yeah, okay. I think that was the case. Oh yeah, there. Alright, back to the Black Bow of Ferris before I forget. Alright, upgrade, and upgrade. Not gonna use a slab though on that. One can argue I should, and if we get more slabs, cool. But for now, no. We're at a good thing there. We don't have any more Estus shards. Cool.
Pretty big, I don't.
Alright. I think 9,000 left. Oh yeah, we didn't finish buying all the Xanthus stuff. Let's get the Xanthus gloves since we kind of need a nice accompaniment here. So, okay, Xanthus gloves, boom.
Ashen 1.
Again, our weight ratio right now is, 66. But yep, still not good enough for... Yeah, 71, so we need 2. So our next level up should go into that, but I think we're comfortable here. Alright, let's go ahead and wrap things up here for today. Progress. We took down another boss. We've essentially wrapped up the Painted World DLC, so thumbs up to that. Turns out we're in the second DLC, so not quite as soon, or no, not quite as later as I expected it. I thought we would like enter it from somewhere else in the game further on. But I guess at this point, yeah, we're kind of on the road to our normal tradition of beating the DLC before we wrap up the game, because besides Dark Souls 2, the rest of the games are kind of like, you're done, back to the beginning with you, whether you like it or not, and that kind of locks you out from some of the DLC stuff until not super far into the game, but far enough to be a concern. So this is a good thing we're doing right here. Hopefully, I'd like to see the DLC give us a bit more Titanite scales, but we'll find out. Like, I want to level up my scythe. I want to basically use Sister Friede's moveset stuff if I can. And, yeah, I'll be curious what we discover in the Rim world. I'm still quite happy and interested that we're going through the ruins of the Earthen Peak. It's like, ooh. Is this DLC kind of going to be like a lot of throwbacks to some like old stuff? In hindsight, I guess some of the stained glass that we kind of fell through at the beginning. Maybe that was like the blue tower stuff from Dark Souls 2? Or, I mean, I would bring up stuff from Dark Souls 1, but we already know the Anor Londo, like we came across that in the main game, so it's like, it seems like the Dark Souls 1 stuff is still intact, and Dark Souls 2 stuff might be like, in the proverbial scrap bin, as it were, for the DLC world, so like, you know, that's why I kind of wonder if there'll be more Dark Souls 2 callbacks in the DLC than Dark Souls 1. But yeah, very intriguing, very interesting. But alright, that and more next time. Until then, later!